Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fenton Forest Farm with me, CWATTYESO here in Farming Simulator 19. It is Saturday morning here in game. We have worked through the latest sale day, which wasn't really a sale day, was it? Because I was mainly doing field work and stuff. But are we in a position where we can do our sugar cane harvest? That's going to be interesting. I've made a few other adjustments. I have now sorted out field doodah. If I go over there and have a look, take you over to field 10. I've changed field 10 a bit. I've took off that bit that stuck out over here, got rid of that. I've also put a strip, removed a strip of the field along the bottom, and I've also done a bit down this side as well. What I plan to do is, because again the corners are a little bit shocking on this field is going to be reseeded with, I'm going to put grass back on this field, which means this field, which currently has the grass on, will be mowed one last time, baled, and then what I will do from there is basically cultivate the field, fertilise it, plough it, lime spread it, cultivate it, fertilise it, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de, yada yada yada, all will be good, and then we can put crops back on this field. So that's the plan for that. There are a couple of other things I need to be aware of. So the sugarcane harvest needs to be done, but I might just have a bit of a tweak of how I was going to do that. How we're looking on the greenhouses, 87, 81, so they're all right. Greenhouses are a-okay, don't need to worry about them. So the sugarcane harvesting, yeah. I'm thinking, because obviously I've got my sugarcane harvester ready to go. That's interesting. Gone for a slightly different approach on this. I've recently done a video where I went back and recorded a video where I went back and revisited the Estancia map. The first map I did my Farming Sim 19 series on, and I did my first sugarcane harvest using, I think it was the IT Runner trailer. And pretty sure it was the IT Runner trailer. Yeah, I used an IT Runner trailer and a grain bin towing behind this piece of kit. Still a bit early, so I'll put some lights on. Basically what should happen is this should fill into the auger wagon for me, and then I should be able to drive up to the auger wagon and unload into a trailer, would be my guess, but that does look a bit low to me. Because on the Estancia video that I just recorded, I did the sugarcane harvest, and as I say, I had an IT Runner with a grain bin on the back, and it worked. I was able to unload into it perfectly fine, but it just filled very, very quickly, and then I had to keep driving the sugarcane off the field to unload it. So I figured, you know what, might be better. There's a IT Runner auger wagon now as well, made by the same guy that's done a lot of the IT runner mods that I'm using, not the ones that are in the Giants mod hub, you know. Like the one who did the all my trucks, my hook lift trucks and that. The only problem was it didn't accept sugarcane as a fill type. So what I ended up doing last night, I ended up modifying that mod to accept sugarcane. Basically, I changed it from auger wagon fill types, the fill type category in the XML, from auger wagon to bulk, so it can accept basically everything. And I was going to be using it here on this map, but I didn't realise that I had actually already bought an auger wagon for this. So we'll have to see how this goes, see how it works. The Hall Master. This is obviously the Hall Master by Stevie then. That I'm using. Very interesting. We'll see how it goes. I may end up going back to the IT runner with the auger wagon, because the one advantage to the auger wagon, the IT runner auger wagon, the pipe is on the back of the trailer. It's on the back of the bin, which means it shouldn't get in the way when you're turning, because that's the only issue I've discovered with this setup of harvester and stuff. It's that when you make turns, if you turn the wrong way, so I'm okay if I'm turning left to right, but if, for whatever reason, if I turn right to left, you end up hitting the pipe and it causes all sorts of issues. Also, I'm having a few issues at the minute with the whole field edges and stuff. When I was doing my Estancia video, even though you have, if you're using Courseplay, you have like turn on field deactivated, what I noticed was that harvesters still want to stop before the edge of the field and turn right on the field edge. And thus they were all, everything, whether it was this sugarcane harvester or the John Deere harvester that I was using on that map, they would end up missing bits along the edge of the field. And it was terrible. And I don't know whether it's that something to do with the latest Courseplay update, seemingly removing the I think it's got some issues, because they've removed the plough past field edge option that used to be in it, and I've got a feeling they've done something as well, because it's definitely, vehicles definitely don't seem to want to drive off of fields now. They try to turn right on the field edge, and they can. So obviously some vehicles, if they require quite a bit of turning room, have quite a big turning radius, they get into that whole circle of death thing, which is annoying. Also, and I haven't been able to test it yet on this map, because obviously I don't have any grain crops yet, but also something I noticed when I was doing my Estancia look back video yesterday, when the harvesters get full, or when the harvester got full, it didn't stop. Basically say, I'm full, I need to be emptied and unloaded. It just carried on driving. It wasn't harvesting, but it just carried on driving all the way through the field until it hit the end point, the stop point. So it basically missed all the field. It's like, okay, that's weird. Why has it done that? Right, it's at 56% full. I'm almost tempted to let Courseplay have a go at this, because then I can go and get a truck, can't I? if I put him into field work mode, turn on field is deactivated. So we're going to do field 2. Final. No, I don't want to start there. I want to start in the southeast. That's better. That's better. Right, start course at first waypoint. Drive course. Because I can go grab a trailer now to come and unload this. Which I'm going to need to do. I'm also going to take this guy up and let him do the... Field 7 grass mow. Oddly, he wasn't parked. Anyway, we'll take him up, we'll do field 7. Or we'll let him start mowing field 7. Like I say, he should just do swaths, which means I can then drive round. Square bale it, I suppose. Square bale it, then wrap it, and then sell all the bales. Sneak through here, can't I? Right, let's have a look then. Have I got a course for field 7? This field 7, isn't it? That one there. Beacon lights on and your hazards. Crank that up to 30. Name only. What's at first waypoint, please? Off you go. Right, I need a trailer. It'll be this fella, won't it? Or it would have been if he was actually empty. Let's quickly... Who else could use with some straw? Probably the horse. Our one remaining horse, Hell Get Us. Probably do with a splash of straw. Here you go, Hell Get Us. Have some straw. Turn that off. Right. Okay, you didn't need a lot of straw. That means the pigs. Pigs are my last hope. Is this trailer going to be too high to fit under that auger wagon? Probably. Probably. We'll see. That was my only slight worry, concern with this method of using an auger wagon. If that haulmaster isn't capable of filling a trailer, a decent sized trailer, put it that way. Has he stopped? Oh, he's probably buggered. He's probably bugged. Check that. Anyway. Thank you. Oh, 60. So he did fill that all right. What's his issue? For some reason it looks like the auger wagon's become disconnected. I think that's the oh, down here. Are you reversing? Or trying to? Where's his damage? Maybe it was that just got it completely confused. Don't have it stop while unloading. Keep our eye on that. Meanwhile, we've got some sugarcane now in our harvester. In our trailer, should I say, which we need to go get rid of. Where can I put sugarcane? In the silo, I'm assuming. And then possibly do I think, can we put it in the pig food silo thing? We can. So I could actually take the sugar cane and turn it straight into pig food. Sorry, but I'm having a bacon sandwich. Right, so don't have turn on field stop whilst unloading activated for a sugarcane harvester, because it doesn't like that. Right. So we'll go and empty this into the pig food silo then. Because if we could turn sugarcane into pig food, hey, why not? I need some pig food. I need to start fermenting my next batch. Don't I? We'll get this doing pig food. Yeah. Get that done. We could be reseeding field 10 currently. We also need to re-sow field doodle flip. Also, there's something I've noticed as well. Where's me? Why is that not locking them out? They should be locked out. I don't want to tab into them. Since the part vehicle mod updated again, it's flipping messing me up. I might revert back to the original one, the previous version again, because it definitely didn't do that. We're gonna go and do some cultivating and stuff. Whilst we've got this out, we might as well. Field 11 needs to be cultivated, but I think I'm going to go straight over onto field 6 and 7. Do the cultivating on that. Drive into the field. Open course play. Speed wise, 30 kilometers an hour. Auto, 22 meters apparently. Wow. Do 4 headland passes. Clockwise, start working up and down rows. Set that to something like 12. Right, so the starting point is not actually that far away. Right, so start course, please, sir, at the first waypoint. So you can cultivate in all this oilseed radish, then we can get something seeded on here, aren't we? Oh. Turn that one off. So you can do cultivating, you're quite happy doing that. I don't think I've got cultivate create field option enabled. That would be very silly if I have. Might as well take the T7 and the Vader stack to do the Seeding on field 10. Trying to remember where I'd parked the Vader stat. He's ever here. Need some seed and stuff. Oh, I must remember to turn off the buy fertiliser option as well. I'm going to do grass. Let me just check that option has been disabled in the menu. Buy fertiliser. No, still on. So we'll turn that off. And we'll check on the sugarcane harvester again in a second. See how he's doing, whether he needs to be unloaded again. Right, so is this going to have new field edge, I wonder? Let's have a look, shall we? Just have a quick look at the up and down. No, it still thinks it's got the old bit on it. So what we'll do... What course was that, by the way? Field 10. Right. So what we'll do then, we'll calculate current field edge. We'll set that to field 10. Set that to 8. We do one headland pass. Maybe 2. Turn on field is deactivated. Auto width. That'll do. Right. So our sugarcane harvester, sorry, needs to be unloaded. Very handy. He's parked quite close to the field. He's missing bits, which is a shame. He'll restart, don't forget. He will restart if I don't catch him. He will restart his current path. Right. we'll go tip this. What I'll do is I'll alternate one trailer into the silo, one trailer into the pig food maker. That'll keep things good, won't it? At least I hope it does. Pumping some more of this lovely good stuff. Press it back. Filling all this good stuff. Right, what we'll do, we'll go and unload that harvester again because I imagine he'll get full quite quickly. That's usually the case with the sugarcane harvester. So yeah, definitely working with the auger wagon, and I thought I'd have to buy the IT runner version. I did. Yeah, it's doing it with Stevie's Hallmaster quite happily. Happy about. Apart from the fact he's missing bits at the field edges. That's not so good. Right, this time I'll remember to put this in the main silo. Sorry, eating another mouthful of bacon sandwich. Trying to chew very quietly. Here goes some sugar cane. Lot of this good stuff. Let him fill up again. Alright, let's have a tab round, see where we're at with everything. He's doing quite happily. On the course. Look at that. What a view. Now, I'm right in thinking, aren't I, that sugar cane is supposed to regrow. Going to the help menu, I'm pretty sure sugar cane is supposed to regrow, isn't it? Sugar cane will grow back after a while and can be harvested again. Right. So sugarcane can. And should... Why have you driven into a tree, you plank? I'm not happy with the latest course plate update. Seems to be causing more headaches now than the actual workers did. I mean, obviously once I've sowed this course, I shouldn't have to do this again on this field because the grass just grows forever. I'm going to do the corners now before course play forgets. Maybe this should be one of those courses where I don't tell it to reverse off field. Do that quite happily. Right, let's try this again. Let's turn on field activated. Let's have a look, see where you should be. Where's the next row you're supposed to be working on? So you've just done that one. And you're gonna do one down here, apparently, if you was capable of turning around properly. Turn that off, let him start near his waypoint, drive course. Please don't mess up again. Alright, he's got full. He gets full very quick, this sugarcane harvester. Got to remember as well, he will restart and he will drive straight away. This one can go in the pig food then. as we alternate backwards and forwards. Right, I want to try and drop it in right next to this pile here this time. Done. Don't get him emptied again. We're getting lots of sugarcane. Sugarcane harvesting for the win. Right, the crone's reached the end point. So I can now go and do the baling. And I will do square bales this time on that field so that they don't roll everywhere. Another 64,000 litres. This will go into the silo. I'm basically just carting. That's all I've become, is a carter again. I just drive crops to storage points or sale points. I don't do any of the farming work. I've definitely become a farm manager again. He's going to be over there. Let's go grab the 6R. Grab the square baler. Drive up to the crone's field. Hopefully he's done a good job. If he's not, we'll have to sack him. Now, I can't remember. I think I might have got slightly distracted earlier on when I was starting a conversation about courseplay, the latest update. In the last couple of videos, I've said things about these fields, because obviously I've been changing field sizes, merging fields together and field edges and stuff like that. One of the issues with that is when you get corners, rectangular corners like here, when a courseplay worker is doing headlands, he misses them, doesn't he? Because he's not capable of basically doing what we need him to do. Deactivated. That's okay. A bit quicker, I'm fairly certain. Load course, which is field 7. And 4 headlands. Bump. Right, we're going to do first waypoint. Right, so yeah, they don't, because obviously it does a curve as opposed to a turn, it misses the corners. And what I was going to do, I said, was go around my fields with the what's it call it? The quali disc thing. Quali disc roller. I can't get into this machine for some reason. Why can't I get into this machine? There we go. Basically, let him do a course where he starts on headlands, actually. And basically, as he's doing the headlands and will turn, he would erase the field. So he would put nice actual corners on the fields. He'd get rid of the straight, sharp, right angle corner, the rectangular corners like here. He'd get rid of them for me and put actual turned corners on, radius corners. There's only one issue now. Since the courseplay update, you can't use the quality disc roller with courseplay because it doesn't recognise it. Because courseplay now only allows you to select. Look, I can't select any of. I can only have transport mode or fieldwork mode for this mower. I can't select any of the other modes. They've locked it down now so that you can only have a vehicle or tool operate in the mode it's intended for. And for whatever reason, courseplay just doesn't recognise what the quality disc roller is, so it doesn't let you do anything with it. You can't put it in fieldwork. You can't. You know, there's just no way of being able to use the quality disc roller with courseplay, and that's kind of a killer. So, on my Estancia map that I was playing around on the other day when I was doing a video, I tried doing a course where basically I used the terrain tool, and basically if I go into the terrain tool and paint it, what I would do is I would take a big chunk off the corner and set it to like normal grassland, do a big corner, and then I'd go around with the plough. First of all I'd load the field course up with the plough, the field edge, and set the plough to start on the up and down rows and then do headlands afterwards. I'd go around all the corners of the field and use the terrain tool to paint out all the corners and basically go down all the edges of the field. So effectively go around all the field, make it smaller, then go back to the plough and let the plough run the original course with the create field option on. And then what would happen is, as it got to the headlands, it would recreate the field edges, but it would do round corners. And that's one way of doing it. That's one way I found I can do it. It just means I have to do it, obviously, when the field requires ploughing. So that's something I will keep an eye on down the road. Well, not the fastest seeder in the West. A pretty good baler. Right. Unload the sugarcane harvester, which is going to take forever to harvest all this field. I should have done a time lapse really of it. In fact, I'll probably time lapse this footage of the thing and put it into the next episode of the series. because obviously we're getting to about 50 odd minutes recording now, which is a little bit on the long side, a little bit lengthy. So it's at this point in the video I'll ask you and remind you to go ahead and press that like button if you haven't done already. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions or feedback, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to share this video wherever you see fit. And if you're not already a subscriber of the channel, make sure you go and click that button. Very important. So, as I take this next trailer load of sugarcane to the pig food silo, I've been CWATTYESO. This has been the Fenton Forest Farm map. It's goodbye for now.